Sometimes all it takes to make a meal great is presentation. So much so that you can even forget how crappy the food is because of how impeccable it's been packaged. With that in mind, here are perhaps the most genius food packaging designs ever created.
Amazing!
Pizza is the ultimate takeout food. There's no doubt about it. And this pizza box right here does you one better by not having you clean some dishes afterwards. You see, this pie box was specifically made with sections you can tear and use as a plate. Now, that's convenience right there. To promote the legendary anime and manga franchise Dragon Ball Z, convenience store chain Ministop came up with a box that makes their french fries look like Son Goku's spiky yellow Super Saiyan hair. Just imagine, you get to eat the hair of an extraterrestrial warrior that has superhuman strength. No matter how big or tough your local school bully is, I'm pretty sure that unloved suicidal asshole is not immune to diarrhea. These sandwich bags are especially made with some rather realistic prints of mold on it to make it deter anyone from trying to steal your lunch. Sushi is great, but you can't deny that it's such a hassle when you have to eat it with chopsticks. Well, forget about that because the sushi popper allows you to gobble up as much sushi as you like, push pop style. Plus, the additional convenience of not having to use a plate makes the sushi popper even better if you're on the go. Sometimes, simplicity is the key, and the peanut duplex bag has exactly that in spades. Just by adding a single piece of paper inside an ordinary bag of peanuts to serve as a partition, the guys who made this were able to solve the age-old problem of having to deal with those messy shells. It's a mystery how most butter manufacturers haven't adopted this design yet, which makes butter as portable as it gets, using the lid as a scoop. The butter spoon allows anyone to have their very own smooth spread wherever they are. Additionally, thinking about how this reduces the amount of plastic we need makes it environment friendly as well. Pizza Hut upped the ante on their box game by presenting the world with their Showtime box, which allows that boring old carton to turn into a projector. You see, they added a magnifying lens on one side of the box where you can slide your phone in to watch movies while you eat your pizza. Of all the items you'll see here, this is probably the most eco-friendly one, by replacing the material used for egg cartons with hay. This particular design makes for a great fertilizer once you're done with it, not to mention that it reduces our need for paper compared to the usual egg carton we see in stores. Who says you can't add more quirkiness to the whole fortune cookie shtick? This packaging actually does justice to those little baked shells by replacing those boring old plastic wrappers they usually come with. As such, this one's a perfect example of creativity at work. I'm guessing that this is McDonald's answer to all those naysayers who keep saying they just want you to get fat, because in this case, the red and yellow clown urges you to pedal your way to one of their restaurants and have a Big Mac on the go in this handlebar-friendly box that conveniently unravels when you're ready to grab a bite. There are times when food becomes better with the way you eat it instead of the food itself, and this is one of those instances. These ice cream cup bobbleheads, aside from looking extremely cute, give you that unique experience of being able to eat the brains of these cute little cartoon animals. You can always trust Starbucks with coming up with some of the most creative ways to give you diabetes. These baked straws are coated with chocolate on the inside to prevent them from crumbling as you suck on whatever ridiculously named beverage you bought. After that, you can go on and just bite the whole thing down as an added treat. It's all about style when it comes to this skyscraper pasta holder. I mean, whoever thought that uncooked wheat could double as a replica of the Empire State Building? Well, these guys did, and the whole world is all the better for it. This Molokow's milk bottle design just revels in that old aliens abducting cows theme by having its cap shaped like a flying saucer. Meanwhile, the shape of the bottle, along with the milk, makes it look like a tractor beam. Hey, this just goes to show that science fiction and dairy products go well together. Apart from being perfect for the aviation theme, given that AirAsia is an airline company, the Red Wing shirt is also designed to have the wings on its sides double as a hanger for the shirt. What makes this stand out is the way that it combines form with function, which is very clever indeed. Instead of using materials like wood, paper, or metal, this box of honey is made entirely of beeswax, which means that you can turn it into a wonderful scented candle block by simply adding a wick to it. That's because nothing else says all in like having your packaging made from something related to your product. Tea has a reputation for being a calming beverage, and these flowering tea bags just adds to that. You see, these wonderful little bags of dried leaves are topped with paper flowers that slowly bloom when you dip the bag in hot water. All I can say is, that's elegant. These cups are exactly as advertised. They're edible containers that you can bite down on once you're done with whatever's in them. Now, it might look structurally unsound, given that cookies tend to crumble when they get wet, but that's all solved by having their inner wall slathered with chocolate. The Coffee Caddy is a simple yet convenient innovation on coffee cups, with its lid containing holders for your packets of sugar and creamer. That way, there won't be a need for you to fumble all over your tray looking for those condiments. You don't really need to come up with something extravagant to revolutionize something. Case in point, this French fry box with a built-in ketchup holder. By simply adding about 3 flaps of paper to the box's face, the whole world can say goodbye to the problem of where to put your dip. In one of those rare instances where food and technology combine McDonald's goal, Fry's allows you to turn your box of fried potatoes into a mobile football game by downloading an app and pointing your phone's camera at it, which then turns that seemingly meager box into a virtual goalpost. This little tin tube that holds cookies turns into a wonderful bowl when you unravel it, which means you'll have one fewer bowl to worry about after eating it. Plus, that same bowl can be recycled as a posh little flower pot right after you're done with your cookies, so it's versatile as well. As far as cookie packaging goes, the unraveling cookie box is pretty unique, in that it doesn't opt for lids or box tops. Instead, you can just unravel it much like a scroll and have your baked goodies presented to you in a neatly arranged manner. When McDonald's had their luxury burger promotion, which had them selling sandwiches with pricey ingredients like truffle sauce and such, they made damn sure they won't serve it to you in a paper wrapper like a peasant. As such, the restaurant put their burgers in boxes made of hard carton, complete with a shiny print of the Golden Arches. This clever little design does away with all those bulky Parmesan shakers you see in stores by molding the cheese into a pencil, which you simply have to shave off using a sharpener and onto your pasta. Aside from being a total space saver, this adds a whole new dimension to the way you apply seasoning. What's one of the main problems when you cook pasta? Why, the amount per serving, of course. That's why this box of pasta that divides its contents per serving is nearly invaluable, as it allows you to cook just the right amount for any meal. Not so fun fact, it's considered unwomanly for Japanese ladies to open their mouths in public. As a way to solve this particularly sexist problem, Freshness Burger, a famous fast food chain in Japan, came up with the Liberation Wrappers, which is a burger wrapper with a print of a lady with a closed mouth on it. When you mix tea time with Kraftwerk, you get these goldfish tea bags that make your cup look infinitely more interesting. Granted, you don't let it into your head that you're drinking goldfish pee. In any case, why go for a boring square tea bag when you can make it look like a gorgeous pet fish? Any alcoholic would weep in joy with this wine bottle, which has a cap in the shape of a glass cup. As such, you don't have to look like the wino you are whenever you take a swig. After all, if you're going to develop a substance problem, you might as well do it with some class. This clever wooden wine box turns into a quaint little birdhouse complete with perch once you're done getting sloshed. Yes, it's environment and animal friendly, although I have to ask, how can you take care of birds when you're drunk on wine? Fast food chain Togo Burger came up with this versatile paper packaging for their takeout meals. For one, it can hold everything right from your soda down to your straw. The best part though, is it actually keeps your food in place so that you won't have to worry about spillage. You might know this already, but tea bags can be used multiple times. With that in mind, these tea bag hangers come in very handy in literally hanging your used tea bags to dry after you use them, which is way better than just letting them sit sopping wet in a saucer. Pizza, as awesome as it is, has one glaring flaw. They're greasy as all hell. With the paper towel pizza mat, however, that won't be a problem at all. Each section of the mat is the size of a single slice, which you can just tear off without getting your hands all oily. This smart design allows you to turn your yogurt cup's lid into a disposable scoop just by following a few easy steps. Once you're done doing the necessary folds, you can enjoy your snack without having to worry about washing spoons after. This sushi box's design improves on the usual paper box on a couple of important points. First, by having the chopsticks serve as its handle, you get a sturdier hold on it as opposed to ones made of paper. Second, it just ties the whole thing together to make one economical design. Which design was your favorite? Do you also wonder why we don't see some of these designs about? Let me know in the comments below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe, clicking that bell icon to stay updated. Thanks for watching.